Hey guys, back here for another DVD review. This time we're going to go ahead and take a look back to Chicago, Illinois for WrestleMania 22 Big Time. And we're doing the 3-disc collector's edition. Inside we have pictures of both champions after WrestleMania, which would be Rey Mysterio and John Cena. We flip open here for a big shot at the whole package there. You can see the discs are kind of different this time. This one has Angle and Orton. This one with Cena. And this one with Bret Hart for the Hall of Fame disc. We'll jump over into the sheet here and we'll just run down the card for you real quick. Disc 1 starts out with Michelle Williams sings America the Beautiful to kick off WrestleMania. We have a World Tag Team title match featuring champions Big Show and Kane defending against Carlito and Chris Masters. We have Jonathan Coachman interviewing Shawn Michaels. Money in the Bank ladder match, Rick featuring Ric Flair, Rob Van Dam, Shelton Benjamin, Matt Hardy, Finlay, and Bobby Lashley. This is actually probably my least favorite Money in the Bank ladder match. Only had 6 guys in it that year, and it just really, I mean, it's still a good match if you like the ladder matches. I'm a big fan of ladder matches, so it's still a good match, but as far as Money in the Bank goes, it's probably my least favorite. Josh Matthews interviews Mean Gene Okerlund. We get the Hall of Fame introduction. United States Championship match, Chris Benoit against JBL. Fairly okay match. Nothing great, nothing terrible, just kind of an average match there. Hardcore match, Mick Foley versus Edge. That was actually a really good match, which had some really nice spots in it. Nice spot with Foley and Edge going through a flaming table. A really good hardcore match there with Foley and Edge. Booker T walking with a panicked Sharmell. That's a backstage segment with Booker and Sharmell, of course. Todd Grisham interviews the winners of the WrestleMania sweepstakes. Boogeyman versus Booker T and Sharmell, which really is a short little handicap match, which isn't that great, but it's short, so. WWE Women's Championship match, Trish Stratus versus Mickie James. That is actually a fairly good match for divas. I'm not usually a big fan of diva wrestling, but that is actually not a bad little women's championship match. It's actually pretty good. Mr. McMahon in his dressing room with his family. Casket match, Undertaker versus Mark Henry. Of course, the streak continues here. Casket match with Mark Henry and the Undertaker. Not a great match. Flat out, I didn't. That was just not that great of a match, but can't win them all. No holds barred match, Shawn Michaels versus Mr. McMahon. Again, not a great match, but you kind of get some spots there. Shawn taking a big dive off of a big super ladder onto McMahon through a table, and some nice spots, so it's okay. WrestleMania 23 announcement. The extras on this particular disc are an 18-man interpromotional battle royal and some vignettes. We jump over to disc 2 to finish out the show with the triple threat match for the World Heavyweight Championship featuring Kurt Angle going against Rey Mysterio and Randy Orton. Pretty good match. Not a fantastic 3-way match, but definitely better than average triple threat match. Triple H and John Cena warming up. Playboy pillow fight, Tori Wilson and Candice Michelle. Not really a match even, just kind of a little piece there with the divas. WWE Championship match, John Cena against Triple H, and then the WrestleMania recap music video. The Hunter Cena match was actually a really good main event. It was definitely the match of the night. Torn between that and Foley and Edge, but it's definitely a foot race between those two. But that Cena Triple H match was really good. So I would definitely check that out if you've never seen that match. As far as the show goes as a whole, it's actually a pretty forgettable WrestleMania. It's one that, I really, before I watched it to review it, didn't really remember a whole lot from it. And it's probably just about an average WrestleMania, and then with the exception of Cena and Hunter, and then the hardcore match. But we'll now go through the extras. Home video exclusive, Mick Foley getting stitches. Rey Mysterio celebration. WWE.com exclusives, WrestleMania post-show, and John Cena addresses the Chicago fans from Raw, April 3rd, 06. And then you get the entire Saturday night's main event from March 18th, 06, which is kind of a really cool extra. You get the Raw main event versus the SmackDown main event with Triple H and John Cena versus Kurt Angle, Rey Mysterio, and Randy Orton. The Cutting Edge featuring Edge and Lita with special guest Mick Foley. A beer drinking contest featuring Stone Cold Steve Austin against JBL. Trish Stratus and Mickie James against Victoria and Candice Michelle. Mark Henry and The Undertaker confrontation. And a street fight with Shawn Michaels and Shane McMahon. Of course, you flip to the back for the 2006 WWE Hall of Fame. This year's inductees would include the Blackjacks, Vern Gagne, William the Refrigerator Perry, Sensational Sherry, Tony Atlas, Gene Okerlund, Eddie Guerrero, and Bret Hart. So, all in all, not a bad show. Definitely a good disc because you get the Hall of Fame and you get the Saturday night's main event. So I definitely recommend picking up the package. But as far as just the show goes, about an average WrestleMania in my opinion, with a couple of really good matches. If you want to check out some of my other WrestleMania reviews, you can find those by clicking on my profile and searching for the WrestleMania 24, 23, 21, and Anthology reviews. And also you can check out my entire collection in there as well. Thank you.